Hello, everybody. This is Frogman, and welcome back to Compact Claustrophobia. Last episode, we left off by getting a couple of things ready to go, and we were almost to the point where we could get an auto clicker. And then I realized that I didn't have nearly the amount of materials that I needed. So I went ahead and farmed a bunch of parts and pieces, and we got a bunch of modularium blend ready to go. And also, we have a few other things as well. So let's start off first by doing something to this thing right here. Whereas we do have a quest. Hopefully we can blow through some of these today because I did collect quite a bit of things. We do have a quest where we can get a hardened upgrade kit and a reinforced upgrade kit. The hardened upgrade kit is something that we can actually make reasonably quickly. So let's go ahead and look at a hardened upgrade kit. It is basically Invar and bronze and a little bit of redstone. So I went ahead and crafted up some Invar and some bronze. So let's at least make one of those if I can manage to click on the correct thing. So there's a bronze gear, and now we have a bronze hardened, or I should say hardened upgrade kit. That will give us a little bit of more storage space inside this chest. The reason why I like this chest, for one, is that we can use a wrench eventually to pick this chest up and move things around with it, but it also allows things underneath of it to grow. So those trees back there, they're still growing, although this one is being a royal pain in the butt. It has been at 85% for quite a long time. So that means we got a little bit more storage space. We can put a few more of our junk things that we do not need away for the absolute moment. So part of these other things, you notice we have a bunch of industrial hemp growing in here, and the stuff seems to grow relatively quickly. Wow, I can't speak again. As long as you're doing your little shifting and squatting thing over it. So they do take quite a very short amount of time to grow. So we've managed to catch up quite a bit of that. So in the process of doing all of this, I have opened up, I've done the fibrous industrial hemp fiber quest as well as the string theory quest, because we're going to need the string to be able to do a few things. Namely, for the moment, the mesh quest once we get to it. I just wanted to make sure we had a few things going. So we've got that done, or at least that part of that one done. I don't know if I can do a reinforced. Let's just do this way. Upgrade. I don't believe we can do one of these just yet because we need to be able to make hardened glass, which, as far as I can tell, the only way to make hardened glass, at least at this point, is with a machine that we do not currently have access to. So let's start playing with some of these other quests, like the auto clicker. Auto clicker is something that will allow us to do a few things. So I need about, I forget, what was it, 7 pieces of stone, which I should have cooked up already. Auto clicker. We're going to be using a lot of these over a period of time, and I believe this is any stone. Modularium is basically a modularium blend where it requires a lot of uranium, a lot of iron, and a lot of redstone. So we're going to have to do a bit of cooking here fairly shortly while we wait on that. And I knew I should have done some of this already, and I didn't, but that's okay. We have lots of time. I've only been in this world so far this morning, for this afternoon, whatever, for about an hour now, just farming things, which is, it's definitely got a skyblock feel. It definitely has this, you're trying to make, resources out of nothing, out of thin air. So the being able to wear out the durability on a pickaxe or a tool or your fist or something in order to be able to create the materials that you need, I guess, is okay. It's just it's always as like anything else. The sifting of various things in ex nihilo to make the parts that you need or the resources that you need, again, is just considering the same thing. So we will be wasting lots of resources over time wearing out pickaxes with the auto clickers and other things to be able to make the various parts that we need. So if we can get that guy going, we'll be good to go. So we'll wait on those to cook, and I want to actually start working this direction so we can kind of tie this line in together. This is the end. This is how we get out, or at least get to where we can have more little bitty 3x3 rooms. So I want more 3x3 rooms. If we can get at least 2 more, we'd be able to expand out and be able to at least make our lives a little bit easier. So we need to make a wooden hammer. Let's see, can I make a wooden hammer? I believe it's going to be something along this lines. It's been a minute. Yes, all right, there is a wooden hammer. Ding, ding. So Wooden hammer, we don't get anything for it. Smash stuff, you want a piece of gravel, sand, and dust. Well, that's just the same as any old ex nihilo thing we've got. There's a piece of gravel. That should count, right? Yeah, which we get from getting various things off the walls. And if we hammer that, we get our sand. And we're going to get our dust. Correct? Hopefully that worked. All right, nice. That will also lead us towards a glass pane, which of course is, something we're going to have to play with as we go along. So what did I do with all that cobblestone? We're going to need 6 pieces of this stuff, which means I'm going to have to do something along that line. I don't remember. Is this in? I don't think it is. So I'm going to have to crack these all down into gravel, as always. And 2 more. Thank you. I really needed more seeds. I need more wood is what I need. Are we done here with this? Excellent. Good. We're going to do that in just a second. Where is my gravel? Dang it. Get our sand up and ready to go. Yes, there's easier ways of getting gravel. I really just don't feel like hitting the wall with what's left of that shovel. So that will allow us to cook up some of that. We should be able to make some glass. Say, well, with all that done, let's get our auto clicker going. And I should not have clicked that out. So a modular machine casing is going to take a block of redstone. And that will get us 2 modular machine casing thingies. And that should make our first auto clicker. Ding, ding. Do I get anything for that? Yes, I do. I get another one. Wonderful. So now we have 2 of these things. What can we do with these things? Well, if I'm very careful, I can place it in a spot. Come on. Like that. And I can put a pickaxe in it. And it will beat on that wall slowly over time. So we're going to need to do, I forget exactly what it is. This, yeah, left click. And we can go ahead and do toggle sneaking, and it will just sit there and slowly kick out things over time. Now, if you feed these things RF, they will go a little bit faster, but for right now, that's pretty much where we're at. This is not how we're going to be doing this, at least in here, but I just kind of wanted to show you what that looks like. Give me my pickaxe back so I can get it off the wall. Thank you. Okay, put those 2 guys away. We're going to set up a little bitty 3x3 room eventually for this, along with a vacuum collector device thing, so that we can actually automate somewhat the collection of materials until we can start to get a little bit more stuff. That took almost an hour to grow. That's ridiculous. All right, cool. So auto clicker done. Our glass should be done, which means we can make a glass pane. Excellent. That is going to go down to here, that unlocks this line towards here. Now we have to go down through this line to be able to get to this thing here, which is going to be the small compactor. So we need a, whatever this thing is, a wooden barrel and a, let's see, wooden barrel should just be, nope, it's not that. We need a couple of slabs. And I think it's that, correct? Where is the rest of my wood? There is a wooden barrel. And the other thing, ding ding, thank you very much, is a wooden crucible. And a wooden crucible, I didn't remember exactly how to make that one. It's going to be darker oak wood planks. This has been changed because normally this is made with logs, so that's perfectly fine right there. We need a couple of more sticks. And I want one of those, please. I guess I had sticks. Okay, well, that's fine. Good deal. Ding, ding. Excellent. All right. Nice. So now we have to make water. It's the quenchiest. A cure against a dry throat. Water bucket. Water bucket is any type of a fluid, whatever thing, seeds, stuff like that. Looks like mostly seeds, saplings, apples, or leaves in a crucible. So we do have a few of these. And I'm going to start blowing out some of this stuff just to get it out of my life because I don't need it for the minute. Put you down and fill you up full of seeds. There we go. Cool. Over time, that is going to produce us a bucket of water. So I want to go ahead and at least make 1 bucket. And can we craft any kind of a tank at this point? Because I do tank. Fluid tank, Galacticraft. We have the portable upgrade tank, which I can make one of these. I just want to have something to be able to store that. So we need some more glass. This is going to take a little while. It's still quite a ways out. So let's see. We need how many pieces of glass? 3? Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Hammer those down. I guess I need to make the wrench for this as well. And I can make a better hammer, but we're just going to go ahead and wear this one out. And do the cooking of that while we wait on this. Where is some more seeds? Can I put some more stuff in you? Good deal. So that's part of the fun. We got to sit there and let that cook a minute. So that to here, that's going to unlock this, that's going to unlock that. Let's see if we can make a... I forget, did I cook any tin? I think I have a tin ingot. Yes, I do. Can I make the crescent hammer? Thank you. So that'll unlock that quest. And then there's this nice little tool that holds all kinds of different tools. But for right now, we only have 1 wrench. So that's all I'm going to worry about or be concerned with. What else can we do? A watering can. No, we don't need a watering can at this point because we don't have any water. We can work on the sieving thing. So let's get a sieve going. Pretty soon we're going to fill this thing up full of all kinds of just random stuffs. Thank you. And of course the mesh. So a string mesh is the reason why I went and collected a whole bunch of string. So there is a string mesh. And yes, again, you can see various things like gravel, cobble, or gravel, sand, dust to get other things. So a sieve, if I do this on it, is going to show me some of the things that we can get. So I can use the dirt to do the normal ex nihilo seeds along with the saplings, which is pretty cool, although we can't grow a tree yet because we don't have enough room. Again, we're going to get the normal pieces. This is going to be how we're going to get various materials like, I think, platinum and aluminum. There's actually a quest for aluminum. Once we get along down the line, we'll go that way. I think it's down here with a little bit of sand and a flint stiffen mesh. They really reworked the way the loot tables work on the ex nihilo sieving stuff, so there's really quite a different change when it comes to things. So let's get our glass. And I want to make a tank, which I think we're going to need at least 1 piece of copper. Yes, go. Where are we? String, mesh, smelling, fine, sulfur, and bone meal. Sulfur, everything like that. So again, let's check and see how we get the sulfur, just for fun. Need this one, this one, this one, this one. This one comes from sieving dust and string over string mesh, and it has a 1 times 7% chance to drop, and that has a 20% chance to drop through those things. So this is kind of one of those things where we're going to need a bunch of this, and I know this for a fact. I'm going to need a bunch of this later on, and it's not easy to get. So we're going to kind of have to work towards that eventually. So we have our nice little tank now. Thank you. And this is not a quest, I don't think, yet. And I have a bucket and a quarter of water, so 1, 2, 3. And another bucket of water. Thank you. Excellent. We'll put you in that tank so we have you for later. That's a bucket of water. And then we're going to need clay. Clay is the same as clay is with normal ex nihilo. We take a bit of water, which I'm not going to do yet until I have 2 of these, and drop a piece of dust into that thing, and it will make the clay. So let's see. We're going to wait on that to get finished. Did we cook anything else? No. All right, what else can we do while we sit here and wait? We do have hoppers we can do. I don't think any of these have any major... Oh, yeah, we're going to need the hoppers anyway, if I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and craft a hopper. Thank you. And use up what's left of our iron to make the hopper. Thank you. I'll take that as well. Wonderful. Hopping for an alternative. Yes, the accumulator. That's what I want. I want that thing. That is going to allow us to be able to collect our various drops as we start automating things. So as soon as that thing finishes, we'll have the water that we need to be able to create a constant water source or an ever-present water source or whatever I can't ever remember what they call it. Not that it's a major problem. Come on. We're wasting time here staring at you working. 22, 18. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Bucket. Done. Cool. I have no axe. Can I just break this thing and get rid of it? Cool. So we're going to get rid of you, and we're going to get rid of you, and you. Thank you. And I'm going to put the dirt back just so we have something to kind of keep things in order. Bucket, bucket, and fill that tank completely full with water because we're going to need this over time. Space is at a premium here. We don't want to be wasting space, so we're going to only do this, only dig out the water when we need it. You full? Good. You can put you in there. Dust, clay. Very nice. I can pick up this. I have a full tank of water. Excellent. Wonderful. Put these guys back where they were so I don't have to deal with the water. And what was that quest for us? That should have gotten us the clay it up. Thank you very much. Again, you want 1 brick, so we have to take this down and break it and cook it. And we're going to go ahead and just cook all 4 of them. And I know we're kind of rushing through some of these, but once we get to this, we can start to make these, which means we can start to make more of these rooms and slowly expand our building area, which is very wonderful. It means we can start having little bitty cubes start crafting, doing various things for us. Like we can actually have a farming room and a machine room that's going to be collecting resources for us. So it's definitely the major step to try to get to. So we have to craft all of that stuff, which I'm pretty sure at this point I do not have enough things ready for the machine controllers as well as the bricks. We're going to have to do quite a bit of work. So the easiest way to get gravel at this point was to deal with the cobblestone. However, these are fairly easy to get as far as just normal kinds of things. It's just a shovel. So I'm going to sit here and do this for a while and hope we get a whole bunch of gravel so that I can hammer it down into various other things, and I will be back. Okay, we're back. I've done a little rearranging and made another furnace, but I think we've got a couple of things. So what I did was I took a wooden shovel and I beat it on the wall until I wore two wooden shovels until I wore them both out. Then I took all of the gravel that we got out of that, of course, and crafted it into the gravel. And I took all the dirt and I ran it through that wooden sieve with the string mesh in it, which got us a whole bunch of other kinds of things that I then took and smashed down with the hammer until we got enough dust to do the various things. So I've got a little bit of dust. We'll be able to use that for a later project because we're going to have to get a whole bunch of other things. But at least for now, we should be able to make the compactor process. So this thing. So I went ahead, cooked up the bricks that hopefully that we will need. There's plenty of them. We're going to need a machine controller, which I went and crafted some things for that for. So let's go ahead and just do the modular machine section. We need a machine controller, which is going to be a redstone reception coil, which of course I need a piece of gold for, which I didn't do. So while we're at it, we need to craft a couple of those. So there's 2 of those guys. He needs just all of that stuff. So that 1 piece of gold as soon as you're finished. Thank you. All right, this and that. That's the controller. Very cool. So we need a tiny item output, tiny item input, and a tiny item input hatch. So let's see. Tiny. These are the easy ways to do it. We need an input, which is a chest. I think we're going to need 2 of those. And we're going to need a few more of these. So just go ahead and make all of them. I need 1 of those. one of those, and the tiny energy output hatch, which is going to be a couple of these. So we need a few redstone torches. Where did all my wood go? There it is. That should be enough for that. So 2 repeaters is a few of those, is a few of these, is a repeater. It's an input. Input, that's an output. Input, input, that one. Make sure you make the right one. 2 of those. Again, click on the correct thing. There is the hatch that we need. And I'm pretty sure now we don't have the hoppers anymore. So we're out of hoppers. I need to make a hopper and an upper. And inventory is very much coming full of stuff. So let's see. Hopper. Of course, everybody knows how to make a hopper. We need one of those. Actually, I think we can do this and then that. And 2 stone brick slabs. Oh, nuts. I need one more of the stone. So we'll let that cook down. We're going to have to tear everything down in here to make that thing fit so that we can actually do the step that it is required. So we're going to go ahead and break all this down, and you're grown. Good, thank you. Put as much of this away as we possibly can. Let's see, those can go in there. Where is that thing? Put you away, you away. We have some copper stored in here. We have some silver stored in here. We do have some lead. I want to make sure that I keep some of that in my inventory so I know where it's at. The dirt can go away. Inventory management is a mess. Stone, brick, slabs. Yay! Awesome. And take the mesh out so that it doesn't get destroyed. Cool. And we pick that up. And that up. And we'll grab you out of the corner too, because I'm pretty sure this thing, if I remember correctly, this is about as far as I got testing this pack, was to this point. So let's try to put some more of this away that's important, and we'll hang on to those. Oh, the inventory is a mess. You can go in here maybe. Can we find a spot for that thing? I did get a bunch of seeds when we were sieving the dirt, so that was kind of nice. What else can I get rid of? I guess we can throw you out and put the tank in there. You can go in my trash can for the minute, along with that gravel dust. And these can get wrapped up into another piece of wood. And you can get out of my way. All right. Actually, I want one thing very carefully, very quickly. I want you for sure, and then we're going to pick that up. Now, let's read this quest. Search Yaaaaa for small compactor. These are the required blocks. Make sure the hoppers face correctly. Assembling machines can sometimes be a little tricky. Remember to have full power on your decay generator before attempting to craft it, as otherwise it may malfunction. So let's get our generator out as well. Actually, I think we might get lucky and have enough room. All right. Small compactor machine blueprint looks something about like that. So the controller is located in the bottom corner, and the power block is right here. So it will fit kind of right around in the corner. Can I grab that and do the thing? And we're going to move it like that. So that's the energy input hatch. We need the controller. Brick, brick, brick. And I'm going to have to get one of these glass panes. Excellent. That goes right there. Output. And that should be the hopper. Okay, and this is where it gets a little fun. Let's just put that chest down right here so we can use it as a bit of scaffolding. Stone brick slab, upper, oh, actually, no, we need the last little block, which is the tiny item input and the upper. And did it work? Structure found, small compactor, missing item input. Okay, so this is our life for the moment. This is all the room we're going to have. So let's do this so we can access both that and that. Good deal. All right, I would like to put one of my furnaces back up at least. Maybe we can put them, well, we can put one up there and maybe one up here. I can still access, oh yeah, that's right. That is still the big hopper thingy, so that's going to be a royal pain in the butt. But whatever, we're going to be able to work with these slowly over time. Now, these you have to be careful about where you put things because those uppers can gather from various inventories that are around, so that's not the greatest thing in the world. But what are we going to do with this thing? Well, we need to go ahead and set up some power for it very quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this block of uranium down there, and this is going to go right there, and this is going to slowly over time make power by degrading that block of uranium. And we can make it go faster if we had another block of uranium to hook into this thing. And while I'm at it, I'm going to do this, just in case. That way I know I'm going to enter right here and not somewhere else, and I do not need this dirt. Thank you very much. Let's check out what we're supposed to do with this. So now, but at what cost? This is calculator mod. Calculator is very handy. We will do that one probably later. Blocks against things. We need 4 compact machine walls. Looks oddly familiar. Yeah, it does look oddly familiar. So how do we make compact machine walls? And I was already there. Compact machine walls are going to be, once we get the actual projectors to be able to do it, this is the normal fashion of making it. In this, each compact machine wall is 4 modularium, which means we need to cook some more of this stuff up. And I don't know if I have enough of this yet or not. So, that's great. Do I have any more stuff? Pretty sure we pretty well got through most of this. Fun times. Fun times will be had by all. Where's my wood? It's the only thing we have as far as fuel at this point. I mean, we do have other methods of fuel. I'm just not using it for a reason. We can take this, actually, and craft it into a poop fuel, which if I do if I do this button, we take one of these, we get one of these, and it will craft, or I should say smelt 32 items, or half a stack. So it's really good fuel, but it's kind of expensive. So what it does say is it wants to make sure that you are very careful that this is full and this is full when you're crafting things. So I should, and I think, I was kind of hoping I could get to this one. Can't because of that. If I'm careful, I can put that in there and it shouldn't go into that hopper. And because I can't see it, I need a better pickaxe than that. Get me a couple of pieces of wood really quickly, make a few sticks. Thank you. There is a compact machine wall. So we have to make 4 of those, which is going to be a lot more mining, I believe. That'll make another one. Yeah, we're running rather low on that. I made way too many of these machine casings, but that's okay. We're going to need a bunch of those machine casings as we go forward. So put you in there. And you have another machine wall. I don't think we're going to have enough. Would really like to be able to see what's going on. As you can see, we're running out of power slowly, and the whole problem is once that power block runs out of power, and this is something that modular machines do, you lose the crafting items in the machine. So you can't craft all 4 of them at the same time. You can do about 2 in a row before you have a problem. So let's see, are we done? There's another one. So close. So close. Can I get you out of the way? What's in here? Nothing? Just 1? Why are you hanging on to that? So we need 2 more of those things. Okay. I will do that really quickly, and we will be right back. Okay, that didn't take very long. So we've got that sorted out. We've got our 4 compact machine walls. Let's go check this out. We've looked oddly familiar. Quest completed without me even noticing it. An infinite tiny rooms. They want us to craft a tiny compact machine. Tiny compact machine is crafted as such with 4 of these, a bit of wood, and various things. So let's get to doing that. We need some wood, we need those, and we need one of these, and a crafting bench. And all I should have to do is that. Sweet. Now, what that means is, yay, we have another room we can play with. So what I'm going to do for the minute and time, I'm going to grab that torch. Where is it? We're going to go out. And where is this torch? Torch can go over there. And you, sir, can go right there. And now we have a fresh, clean, open, another 3x3 room to play in. That is awesome. I know it's like, holy cow, you did all of that for that, right? What that's going to do is that's also going to offer us the ability to be able to do a couple of things like pick our frequency. This quest is very interesting because this is how we can specify certain types of materials that we get with a specific pickaxe. So, for example, let's grab an electrum pickaxe. This is pretty cool. This is one of those things I did kind of like about it. Electrum pickaxe scavenging guarantees redstone all the time. So an aluminum pickaxe, which is one of the ones that's going to be really royal pain to get, is going to guarantee aluminum all the time. Or let me see, I think nickel pickaxe has something as well. Nickel pickaxe is tin. So it's pretty cool how you can you can set up a specific thing. Unlike all this massive mess we're getting right now, I can start to actually specify specific things. I forget exactly. I think iron drop dust, this stuff right here, can be found using the Constantan pickaxe. So it's a good way of just getting rid of your nickel and copper. So we can definitely start working on that. And this is kind of the first step in automating the way that we do things. So I'm going to make sure we set the output there. We're going to go back into our little room and wait for the terrain to load, hopefully. There we go. We go into this guy. We can grab 1 or 2 of these, and we can go into the other one and bounce back and forth and back and forth. Basically what we do then is we take a couple or 3 of these little... No, I want those guys right there. I need my pickaxe that actually works. But now we can do something like this and put some of these oops, dang it, go back in there. We can do something like this. So we've got the auto clickers set up. We can stick a pickaxe in that with a left click. I think it's a left click, right? Yeah, and we can put you in there with a left click, and we make the vacuumulator this thing right here, and it will pick up anything that gets dropped on the floor, and we can fill this room up more or less. It's kind of hard to get them filled up, but you can definitely get quite a few of these guys in here doing the mining for you. So probably in between episodes, that's going to be what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and flesh this room out with as many of these auto clickers as we can, fill them up full of a few things, and then we will go ahead and continue on with the thing. But that's almost chapter 1, more or less down to where we need to do. We can start playing with some of these other little quests. We're going to have to spend a bit of time trying to get that so we can get this one. Aluminum is important later on. I'm going to have to go down here and go ahead and make one of these eventually. But yes, finally, a little bit more room. And now that we have that machine, we can make multiple of these rooms. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys, I am going to call it here, I think. We'll see you in the next one where hopefully we'll have a little bit more of this stuff going on and be able to further our way on down the line in this cool mod pack. So until then, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.